Oh yeah, this is a good engine, trust me.
It starts? Or you don't know?
No, it does not start because the recoil.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I'm good with recoils.
Oh, I bet. Well, this one I got it at the tractor shop and they couldn't replace it. They replaced it like 3 times.
Really?
They did the spring like 3 times and it fucking still never worked.
Get out of here.
Yep.
Hey guys, it's Henry of Mowers and Blowers. Today I'm thinking about working on this thing. It's a Murray 22-inch push mower. Got this from my buddy Pete Lombardi again. Anyway, he says it does run, except the recoil starter. It just couldn't get it working. I've worked on lots of these, you know, with this carburetor system, but apparently this is one of the original ones with the points, and also this blower throttle thing too. I've never actually worked on this before. It's similar to the auto choke feature, but I'm not too sure. It's kind of gummy, pretty dirty and stuff like that. So they said that that they tried to fix this recoil starter like 3 times, and I basically thought it was completely ridiculous how it works. See, check this out. So it's just floating loose like this. It's not on any kind of shaft. It's just floating loose, and it's being held by these little tabs that you just bend down. You know. You see what I'm saying? Obviously, the spring coil is on the bottom there and hooked onto something, but essentially, you know, you have to adjust those tabs to get it just right. If it's too tight, it won't move. If it's too loose, it'll float around and stuff, and it's crazy, man. I'm looking at these other 2 tabs, this one and that one. They don't look like they've ever been bent before. I'm wondering if, like, they're supposed to be bent, you know? But anyway, I got it to just like freely move. You know, you pull it and it retracts and stuff, right? So I put it back on here, and I just put 1 9/16 and 1 9/16 bolt in there just to hold it down for a second. And I pulled it once, and it stayed out. It won't go back in. It won't retract. So it's like too tight or something like that, and it just won't. You know what? I'm not even going to mess with this because it just doesn't make any sense to me. It's stupid, you know? And I don't know about that shaft either. I mean, you know, even if I got one of the more recent recoil starters for this model, right, it won't fit without a cup, and the shaft is just different, you know? So I don't know how to fix this, you know? I'm going to go on eBay and see if they have recoil starters like this, or at least go to YouTube and see if some nut has done a video about this before, you know? Because unless I get that absolutely right, it's not going to be able to pull right, for sure. And I'm not going to convert it to the other one because, like I said, the shaft is different, you know? You couldn't even attach a cup to that if you wanted to. There's no hole in the shaft. See? Ow. So I went on YouTube, and there was actually very little videos, maybe 2 or 3 videos about this type of recoil starter with this type of model engine. The tabs, what's interesting is that the tabs are 2 of them to use to hold the coil in, right? These extra tabs here are in case these 2 go bad, and so you can use these to reinforce it, or you know, use it in case these tabs break off. So the reason why, even though this seems to work, you know, from pulling it, it goes back and stuff, you know, rather freely. I mean, I guess I could shoot some WD-40 in there and be a little better, you know. But this is good. That is what I saw. Okay, this is okay to go. The reason why, when I put the cowling on there and I put a couple of bolts in there, once I pulled it, it did turn, right? But it wouldn't go back. And the reason why is because apparently there are like 5 or 6 little ball bearings in there that once you pull it, it cranks, but to get it back again, it's this part here is sitting on a shaft, and that's where the hole is, right? And it's supposed to freewheel back, you know, and what happens is over time it rusts, and this part here is fused to the shaft and it does not return, you know. So basically I think I'm gonna have to just take this off, right? Try to get this off, and the ball bearings, and grease everything up and sandpaper the shaft so that it's freewheeling. Right now it's fused, so I can't even turn it, you know. So I'm gonna try and do that. So I'll take this cover off. And there it is. Looks rusty, right? Those are the ball bearings. And then basically when you turn it, actually when you turn it this way, it turns the shaft, and it's supposed to return backwards, and the balls fall in between here to catch it. Every time you have a conversation about rust and fused, what you need to know is that the second part of the conversation has to be PB Blaster, penetrating oil. I've been using this for quite a while. Works great. So I'm just gonna put some in that hole. I don't know exactly where that hole goes, but I'm assuming the shaft is there, and any kind of PB Blaster in that area is going to loosen up stuff. I'm just going to generously soak all this stuff, PB Blaster. Maybe do some banging, because you gotta get this part here free and loose. Right now it doesn't move at all. It's fused with the crankshaft. See? Try to move it. It's supposed to freewheel so that the balls could catch the gear and stop it, you know. But it's fused. That's a common problem with this. So I'll let it soak for a bit, and I'll bang it a little bit without breaking anything, hopefully, and pry on it on the bottom a little bit, and see if we can free that baby up. It's only been like a few minutes. Check this out. I just basically did this a lot. It's already loosening up and moving on its own. The more I move it, the better it is. It's amazing. The PB Blaster, man, saves me every time. Man, that's really smooth now, man. I don't even need this anymore, I'm pretty sure. If I can just get it off. I can get this off now. Look at that. The whole shaft is going to come off. Get this off. Look at that. Great. I just sprayed some PB Blaster in the shaft now, after I used a wired bristle brush and you know, kind of did the shaft a little bit. Man, look at that. I think that's it, man. This is moving really well. So just take the ball bearings and basically just put them back in there. See how this works. So for the record, it's 6 ball bearings. So, okay. Huh. I see. So it can turn counterclockwise. Oh, there's some resistance actually. Because if you're pulling it hard, it'll turn the engine. Then it won't go the other direction now. Well, if it doesn't go the other direction, then how is it supposed to go back? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I see. Okay, so when you're pulling it, it grabs the ball bearings and goes clockwise. the recoil will bring it back. But you know what? It's kind of sticking, man. Okay, now it's a little better, but it was sticking before. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Just lost one. I ended up finding the two. I put this back on, plus the top cover seal. I'm going to put the recoil cover now on and see what happens. I got it back on. And it goes back. Seems to work pretty well. Except this rope is a little long. I'm going to shorten it. Just took this little piece out here, which reveals the knot. Pulled the knot out a little bit more. Tied another one. And there it is. A little bit more snug. Cut that piece off. Cover back on. Seems good now. After I pulled started a few times, obviously it didn't start. Well, I don't even know if there's any gas in it, you know what I'm saying? But no matter what, we're going to have to check this out. At least take this off so I can at least spray some carb cleaner in there into the carburetor and see if it starts. Whoa, that's bad. Looks like it has some fuel in there. But nothing's going into, nothing's priming, see? It's not shooting out there. So that carb's got to be taken apart. Of course it's a different size. Of course. It'd be too easy if they kept it the same size. Of course it's a different size. Gross. Caked on. See how black that is? That's very, very bad. Do you think that's gonna run with that kind of gas? If it is even gas? Dudes, what is that, man? What is this? How's that gonna start? Seriously. Ridiculous. Surprised, because I think my buddy Pete Lombardi, who gave this to me, told me that this is at a tractor shop. a shop. They can't figure this out? It's really unusual. Gonna blast all that, take out the gaskets, clean it up a little bit. You know, the problem is that these gaskets usually go bad, so it usually they always have to be changed. Look at that, that's completely clogged up. That hole there from grease, of course it's not gonna start. So I'm gonna clean all this stuff up. So I got it all put back together again. Ooh, look at that. Priming. Nice. Works really well. I have to adjust that governor spring a little bit and get this throttle thing sorted out a little bit. Just needs some adjustment. Yeah, nice, man. My buddy Pete Lombardi told me that this shop tried 3 times to fix that recoil start and they couldn't get it done, so I don't know, man. You saw it was pretty easy. Am I better than the tractor shop? Apparently I am. Anyway, man, like I said, got this for free from my buddy and fixed the recoil starter. Starts up good. Got to do some adjustments, replace the air filter, clean it up a little bit. Sell for like 80 bucks, maybe 100 bucks. You know what? Now it's really slow. I'd say like $75, you know. Maybe. I still have a few and no bites, you know. It's a bad season right now. But anyway, got this running. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.